Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about Ethan and Xana and the Sigma Chi fraternity. So there's this post that is now circulating. I believe this was posted on 4chan, reposted to Reddit, reposted to Facebook, etc. But as always with these anonymous posts, you can't take these as fact because for all we know, this could be a suspect who's trying to change the narrative and focus the attention to somewhere else. So let's go over it. I have it on good authority. Cousin is a cop in a nearby town, but called in to help in Moscow once school started back up. Apparently the investigation is looking directly at Sigma Chi frat party Ethan and Xana attended from 8 to 9 that night. Which it's now come out in a new interview with Brian Enton that Ethan and Xana were not at this party from 8 to 9. They were just seen at the party between 8 and 9.
Arrived home.
Yeah. Do we know where they were during that whole?
So I'm not sure that it says that they left the location. I believe it says that they were seen there. I think that's what it says. But we do want to figure out what occurred between the 9 and the 1:45, figure out who they were with, what that was going on, maybe any routes or paths that they took to end up going home.
He did not have any update on their timeline after they left 9 to 1:45, but did say it looks like the investigation is honing in on 2 suspects from the party that night, and an update should publicly name them by the end of the week. Sigma has made their socials private and removed all info from Facebook going back a few years. They believe Ethan and Xana were the main targets stemming from an argument that night. Downstairs survivors could hear 2 males rummaging through the room above them, figured it was an after party, locked the doors, and went to bed. When they discovered them in the morning, about 30 minutes before the 911 call, they called their friends at Sigma to come over, who in turn called the police. It's right across the street, and for whatever reason, they believed it was people from Sigma upstairs that night around 2:15. Back door was left open, one dead in bed, the other blocking their room's door with their body. Police just updated their Facebook to reiterate they are not looking into activities of that night, only the murder. Now, I don't know exactly when this was posted, but law enforcement has said that they do want information about the victims' activities that night, which to me suggests something went on, fight/drugs, etc., and spilled into anger later that night and got them killed. Also didn't want to release the profile they created as it would cause undue fear in the community, i.e. Greek life, more coming shortly. Now, these anonymous posts are interesting to me because there's now another anonymous post that says they have information, but they claim that Jack D is the suspect. So all of these anonymous posts seem to have conflicting information. Now, we'll go over that post in a separate video, but for this one, we're going to stick to Sigma Chi. Now, one of the very few things that is factual from that anonymous post is that Sigma Chi's Facebook does not have any recent posts. They do all appear to be from 2018 at the latest. Now, Sigma Chi also started the GoFundMe for Ethan Chapin as a memorial fund for his family. The GoFundMe reads, "The Gamma chapter of Sigma Chi is grieving the loss of our beloved brother Ethan Chapin following the senseless tragedy that took his life over the weekend. We collectively extend our sincerest condolences and our most heartfelt thoughts and prayers to the families of our dear brother Ethan, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogen, and Kaylee Goncalves. We also extend our most tender sympathies and fervent support to the women of Alpha Phi and Pi Beta Phi who join us in grieving their loss." Now, I hope I pronounced those right. The GoFundMe was organized by the Gamma Eta chapter of the Sigma Chi fraternity, where Ethan was a member. On behalf of his friends and family, these funds will go toward the Chapin family and will be used on whatever they decide necessary during this difficult time. Sigma Chi is extremely close to the home on 1122 King Road. As you can see, just standing in front of it, you can see the house directly behind it. Xana and Ethan very well could have walked home from this party. The interview room on YouTube, I will link it down below, did a video showing the neighborhood and the area. They show that there is a concrete sidewalk and pathway that leads to stairs, and these stairs take you directly to the other street on King Road, directly in front of their house. There are also many different routes or exits that the suspect could have taken from their home. Someone shared this in one of the Facebook groups, and I thought it was an amazing picture to show just how many different exit paths this person could have taken. At the very top in yellow, we have the Fraternity, and then below it, King Road, and then they have labeled just some of the different pathways. Now, another interesting thing is that on the night of the murders, there was actually a 911 call placed to Taylor Avenue and Banfield. According to the original poster, this was at 3 a.m. So this says alcohol offense, incident address, Taylor Avenue, Banfield, Moscow, Idaho. Disposition act, time reported, 3:01 a.m. Officer requested a case, report taken. So according to the map they attached, the red is Banfield. We have Taylor Avenue, and then at the very bottom, we see 1122 King Road. So if that report is true, there were actually police in the area at the time they believed the murders occurred. Sigma Chi has also started a scholarship fund in memory of Ethan. This says, in support of the Ethan Chapin Memorial Scholarship Fund. The Ethan Chapin Memorial Scholarship Fund was established to honor the memory of brother Ethan Chapin, Idaho 2025, who entered Chapter Eternal following the tragic events of Sunday, November 13th in Moscow, Idaho. This memorial scholarship will be presented annually to a deserving undergraduate member of the Gamma Eta chapter, forever recognizing the legacy of our brother. Now, with all the different exits the suspect could have taken out the front door and into the street with all the other houses seems very risky. I'm going to show you this as well. This is standing near the apartments next door to the home. Now, this driveway actually goes up the hill parallel to the house and then leads to a parking lot that belongs to those apartments. So even as you're walking up this driveway, you can see directly into their backyard. And when you get up to the very top of that back parking lot, there's a little hill that goes down towards their house. This is a picture of the parking lot, and then to the left, there's another hill that goes up. This could also be a possible entrance and exit for the suspect, but they would run into lots of hills as well. It's very possible that the murderer hasn't been seen on any video because they live or stay relatively close by to their home. I definitely recommend going and watching the interview rooms video. They did a great job with that. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon to get notifications for when I post.